Hello friends, my name is Kavind Rai, PGT Commerce in Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 Sagar. I once again welcome you all to my new video. In this video, we will going to learn the accounting treatment related to issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Issue of shares for consideration other than cash means when the company does not issue its shares to the public for receiving cash, but instead the shares are issued by a company for purchase of an asset or for purchase of business or as remuneration to promoters of the company. So one by one we will see the accounting treatment related to issue of shares for consideration other than cash. So the first issue is when the entry for purchase of a fixed asset. That means when the company purchase a fixed asset. So this entry you have already studied in class 11th also. When the fixed assets are purchased by the company, a fixed asset account is debited because the assets are coming, whereas the vendor account is credited. So the entry will be fixed account debit to vendor account, being assets purchased from vendor. Here you have to remember one thing, vendor account is credited with the amount of purchase consideration. That means the price that is fixed for that asset. Now come to the second condition for purchase of business. For purchase of business, the accounting entry will be sundry assets account debit, goodwill account debit, to sundry liabilities account, to vendor account, and to capital reserve. Here what you have to remember is whenever we purchase a running business, at the time of purchase we debit all the assets which we have received, and at the same time we credit the liabilities, and the vendor account is also credited, but it will be credited with the amount of purchase consideration. Now students, you can see that goodwill account is debited and capital reserve account is credited. Here you have to remember some important thing. First one is vendor account is credited by purchase consideration. That means vendor account will be credited by the amount that is fixed for the purchase of business. If purchase consideration is not given in the question, it will be equal to net assets minus liabilities. Say for example, if purchase consideration is not given in the question and the value of assets is given 10 lakh rupees and the value of liabilities is 2 lakh rupees, that means 10 lakh minus 2 lakh, that is 8 lakh, will be taken as purchase consideration. That means vendor's account will be credited by 8 lakh rupees. If purchase consideration is given and if it is more than net assets, then the difference shall be debited to goodwill account. That means in case if the purchase consideration is given and if the value of purchase consideration is more than the value of net assets, then the difference shall be debited to goodwill account. And if purchase consideration is given and if it is less than net assets, then the difference shall be credited to capital reserve. Here you have to remember one thing, either goodwill account will be credited or debited or capital reserve account will be credited. It depends upon the value of purchase consideration. If the purchase consideration is more than the net assets, then the goodwill account will be debited, and if in case purchase consideration is less than net assets, then capital reserve account will be credited. Now come to the next accounting treatment, that is for issue of shares to vendor. After purchasing the assets or after purchasing the business, we have to issue some shares to the vendors for making the payment of purchase consideration. Here we have to remember one thing, the shares can either be issued at par or they can be issued at premium. In case of issue of shares at par, the entry will be vendor account debit to share capital account. Whereas in case when the shares are issued at premium, the accounting treatment will be vendor account debit to share capital account and to securities premium reserve account. And one important thing that you have to remember is issue of shares at discount cannot be made as per the Companies Act 2013. So as per the revised Company Act 2013, the shares cannot be issued at discount. Now come to calculation of number of shares issued to the vendors or promoters. In case the shares are issued at par or issued at premium, we have to calculate the number of shares that we have issued to the vendor or to the promoters. For calculating the number of shares, the formula will be remaining amount to be paid divided by issued value of shares. Here remaining amount to be paid means the amount that we have to pay to the vendor or to the promoters. Whereas issued value of share means at par or at premium. That means if the shares are issued at par, the face value will be the issued value, and if the shares are issued at premium, the issued value will be equal to the face value plus the amount of premium. Now come to issue of shares to promoters of the company. The accounting treatment for issuing shares to the promoters of the company, the accounting entry will be formation or promotional expense account debit to share capital account. That means either formation expense account debit to share capital you can make, or promotional expense account debit to share capital. Here you can also debit goodwill account debit to share capital. And for calculating the number of shares that we have issued to the promoters, the same formula will be used, that is the amount to be paid to the promoters divided by the issued value of shares if the shares are issued at premium. Thank you for watching the video.